No one.
Is she crying?
6 years ago, no one believed that I could become a state representative.
No way Jasmine Crockett just lost that election. I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't believe it's rigged, y'all can say whatever you want to say. Y'all can throw y'all racial slurs. One thing about a powerful, beautiful black woman, they don't want to empower because they know they whole structure gonna fall, man. Texas, one thing about an election, and we got to vote on all that, but we ain't got to vote on what we can.
First off, why you yelling, sir? Why you yelling, sir? He came off immediately aggressive, super aggressive.
Because he's a Crockett.
Inside voice.
Can do is turn up, quit working, quit.
Wait. This is what he's telling folks to do now that Jasmine Crockett lost.
I cannot.
What we can do is turn up, quit working.
He want to have y'all evicted out here, man.
Come on.
You gonna quit your job over this lady? You gonna quit your job over this lady?
Yeah.
For more benefits.
They don't even know your name.
Link up and really start using our head and realizing why the we paying to live when it shouldn't cost nothing to be able to breathe. Who the gave these people permission to own the ocean, own the earth, and own the land? And
that just
There's
goes to show
so
you
much wrong with what he just said.
Is he Hebrew? Is he Hebrew Israelites? Is he
I don't know what he is, but that just goes to show you that this dude is not in the word. You know what I'm saying? The man that doesn't work doesn't deserve to eat, and you out here talking about, nah, come on, bruh.
Can I ask, is anybody paying us to breathe out here?
Not that punk ass European that's running America right now. The only reason that bastard able to do that because we ain't doing nothing about it. Stand up and let's do something, man. That's real talk, y'all. I'm tired of it.
He ain't gonna do that.
No.
He ain't gonna do nothing.
That is sad.
I can't live another 40, 50 years obeying a master. Fuck that master. I'm one of them niggas that's gonna buck the system on my mama, nigga.
And go to jail.
Did you hear him? He said, "Oh, my mama," because he lived with his mama. Now
He lived with his mama. Exactly. Well, he gonna have to go back. If he not, he gonna have to go back because he talking about quitting his job.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you gonna quit your job over this lady? She don't even know who you are.
He going to jail. He going to jail.
Like, come on, bruh. I just don't understand these people, but they are crashing out big time over this situation. Check this out.
Played identity politics, but yet you went with the candidate with the least credentials. You went with the candidate with the right complexion and the less qualifications. Well, you said that maybe only a white person can win Texas. Well, now you have the opportunity to test your theory. And rather than playing in black folks' faces with disgusting comments like this, why aren't you taking all this energy to prop up your candidate like we wanted you to do from the beginning? Notice that every video before the very end, I said that both candidates are great candidates for Texas and would be better than Cornyn and Paxton. It wasn't until you guys started going negative against Jasmine Crockett, spreading lies about AIPAC and Israel, calling her ghetto, saying she's too aggressive.
I vote for James Tallarico. It doesn't matter to me, white man versus black woman. Whereas James Tallarico has a bit more of a softer tone.
Y'all have the need to try to humble black people, and I don't know what we did to y'all, but just exists. It's interesting that y'all love us, and y'all love our tactics, and you love our colorful personality when we're advocating behind the white candidate, but when we start advocating for ourselves, it becomes a problem. And according to the Tallarico hosts, they don't need us.
Identity matters.
We need a fighter. And I was so ready to vote for Jasmine Crockett because I love her. But I voted for Tallarico because we need somebody who can win.
I'm voting for Tallarico because we need somebody who can win. And my next question, and maybe this question was asked, I mean, that was just a small snippet. This next question would have been, if you hold up James Tallarico and Jasmine Crockett, and you just put forth their records and put forth their, I would say they're not their records. If you put forth their policy stances, where they, you know, whatever issue it is, put them forth. And you remove them and you don't know who had what position. If you did like basically a Pepsi taste test with both of them, they're literally identical. So identity was very much on the ballot. And that woman there that I just played, to her, when she said we need somebody who can win, we knew exactly what she was talking about. You needed a white man because you feel like you're thinking of the white voters out there and even some of the ones that are non-white. And you're saying to yourself, Nobody gets it done like a white man. So identity matters. It matters a lot.
No accountability.
I'm
No
sorry to be
There's
like
more.
you.
There's more. I got more. So hey. So now the Democrat Party is racist now.
Right.
Yeah, we've been telling them that for a long time. They just finally, I guess this is what you would call getting that wake up call. They're getting a wake up call, I'm assuming.
I love finding out season. I really do like finding out season.
Yeah.
But no one's giving she's no accountability for her mouth, right? No accountability for the way she carries herself.
Yeah,
the way
her mouth, her behavior,
or her district. She didn't do anything in her district.
Her record, right? She said not a record. Her policies. she hurried up and changed that because she knew she didn't have no record.
Yeah,
exactly.
And while people will say and tell you that, oh, I vote on policy, you don't. You do not. Because if you voted on policy, then you wouldn't have allowed an issue. Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. You had a lot of people who never played college sports, who don't have any children in school, who don't have any women competing in sports, purely voting for Donald Trump because of this overblown issue of trans women in sports. The NCAA has less than 10 trans athletes, and they won't say if they're trans women or trans men.
If there's one, that's one too many. Jamel Hill. If there's one too many. What are we talking about here? These people are compromised. This lady is compromised.
That's right.
Ridiculous.
And there's she only named 10 in one location, but they're everywhere, and they're in all kind of sports. Trust me, they try to play it down, but a lot of people have lost scholarships and lost money over them.
Absolutely.
And they know this.
I can't believe this is the hill that they want to die on. No, I can't believe it.
And you had a whole lot of people voting on just that. That had nothing to do with policy. That had everything to do with how you feel about trans people in this country.
Is that not a policy?
Exactly.
Is that not a policy?
That is a policy.
Like, what are we talking about? That has nothing to do with policy. That just goes to show you how stupid these people are, man.
Wow.
This is ridiculous. Jamel, stick to sports. Seriously, stick to sports. I don't even know if she was that good, when she was, discussing sports. But hey, you don't come on this side of things in the politics because you are ridiculous, man.
Unbelievable.
Is what got her in disfavor with Latinos. Is that she called those who vote for Trump, and it was millions of them who did, especially in the last election, particularly Latino men, where I believe it was somewhere between 55 and 60% of Latino men voted for Trump. And she was explaining, sort of based off her conversations with the Latino and Hispanic community, what she heard. And she was also asked about this when she was on with Jake Tapper. And here's what she said.
Last year, around 1 million Latino voters in Texas were voting for Trump. Do they all have slave mentality?
No, and that's not what that said at all, to be clear. It did not say that every Latino has that type of mentality.
No, but the ones that vote for people who believe in strong or Trump's immigration policies.
So I don't believe that the people that voted for Trump believe in what they're actually getting.
So,
hey, that's what happens when you put your foot in your mouth. Words matter. And she has come out there and said some pretty disparaging things about the Hispanic community. And if I'm not mistaken, in the state of Texas, the Hispanic community makes up about 30% of the population there. Yeah. So when you come out there and say, oh, if you're, Hispanic, you got a slave mentality for supporting the current president and the administration, what made you think that was going to go over well on statewide? That might get you through the district, might get you through TX30. That's not going to get you through the entire state, ma'am. Exactly. Your words matter.
Wise, I think that's the exact mistake that she made. Is she's going from two different arenas. The House of Representatives is much smaller, very important, obviously. But for a Senate seat, You truthfully have to make sure you're representing the people. And mind you, again, I'll tell you the truth. I wish that she had won. That's who I wanted to win. Y'all can scream and yell at me. I have a very good argument.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Me too, because I wanted content. Yeah.
But not for that reason, not for the content reason. James Tallarico is a false Christian. He is leading people astray. He's using Christianity as a platform.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get to him here in a quick second.
Apparently, what got Latinos furious with Jasmine Crockett, and maybe why she wasn't able to carry as much of their vote as she should have, is because she called them out. And again, just to be clear, and if you read the Vanity Fair piece, you will know this, she wasn't talking about all Latinos. She was specifically talking about Latinos who vote for Trump. Given what he has said about them and given what his policies are.
Jasmine Crockett got the same treatment Kamala Harris and Stacey Abrams got. Last night, Dallas County was not able to finish their voting or their counting due to Republicans who are white men cutting that shit off. And yes, James Tallarico won, and I'm not congratulating him. A mediocre white man who was racist towards a black man won. And the Republican Party made sure that he would win because they know he ain't about shit. I'm gonna make something very clear. James Tallarico, I feel like he's an underhanded Republican. He gonna be another John Fetterman. It just
These are some of the most what are you misinformed, ill-informed. These people know nothing. They know nothing
at all.
This is bad.
Pray for this nation.
It's because the only reason why she said is because he's white. It has nothing else, because ain't nothing about James Tallarico is Republican. She better
nothing.
Stop.
There's nothing about James Tallarico that's Christian
at all. At all.
But it's gonna take some time for that to be unveiled. Jasmine Crockett went in swinging. She didn't even have a district to fight for her. She was boots on the ground for everybody. People in the ICE detention. She was there for disabled people, for black people, for women, for everybody. And once again, Texas decided that a mediocre white man was the best thing for y'all. How has that been going for y'all so far? I'm just asking for a friend.
The real reason why people did not want Jasmine Crockett to win, it isn't policy, y'all. It's not her experience, and it's not her incompetence. Sure. It's about two things, y'all. It's race and it's gender. Because to this country, a black person winning is already too much, y'all. But y'all put a black woman winning, that's double the threat, double the hate. And y'all know what's even sadder and even sicker and even more sadistic? You've got black men online tearing Jasmine down for her wigs, weave, lashes, ghetto, being loud, throwing her under the bus, doing the goddamn work of white supremacist ideology for free. Still competing with black women, still trying to police them, still not realizing that her winning is not a loss for you. It is a win for an entire race. We throw that word around ghetto, but what exactly is ghetto? And how come it don't stick to white folks when they do the same goddamn thing? Because when black folks talk loud, dress bold, wear wigs, weave, lashes, it's called unprofessional.
Wigs, weaves, and lashes.
What?
Oh, help, Lord. Help,
I'm sorry.
Lord.
I'm sorry.
Help us, Lord.
I cannot. But when white folks turn around and cosplay and do the same thing, that same behavior, it's relatable, it's authentic, it's quirky, and it's shared and it's celebrated. Same behavior, different skin, different type of judgment. So now, this backlash isn't about standards. It's about who they think is allowed to lead. And until we stop internalizing white superiority and projecting it back on black women, we'll keep sabotaging our own race.
Lord, we got it
because
bad.
she wears wigs, weaves, and lashes. Wigs, weaves, and lashes. What?
We are bad,
man.
y'all. We messed up, y'all. We need this. We need therapy.
Oh man,
we just crazy. We need therapy.
I appreciate that black people, quote unquote, is feeling decisions of supporting the Democratic Party, because they kept saying that it's the Democratic Party, we don't hold anybody down, and this, that, the other. As Jasmine Crockett and her crazy self want to go out there and start blaming white Republicans, it's white Republicans' fault why we lost. It's
And
white
Democrats.
Republicans. Mind you, you were against, this was primaries. So why do you keep talking about they set it up and all of the Republicans? I'm sorry. I knew many Republicans that was banking and hoping for Jasmine to win.
Yeah.
Me, for my own selfish reason, because
That
that was
part.
me, but that'd be more content. Others, because they know she wouldn't be able to stand up against the others, the Ken Paxtons and others. They knew it. But for the most part, even Trump, when they did what they did on Stephen Colbert, they were saying it's not right for them not to give her airtime. They gave James Tallarico, but Stephen Colbert didn't want her on his show. So again, that's y'all party. They didn't want her. So how is this Republican? This ain't got nothing to do with Republicans. Republicans ain't even got nothing to do with this. I'm gonna need black people to wake up. Yo, because y'all sound crazy.
Seriously.
And somebody said you can't fix that kind of stupid. You really can't.
No,
that's
you can't. I mean, the thing is that for the better part of, we'll say, 6 to 8 years, we've had black women in positions of leadership. Majority Democrat.
Yeah.
I want to know, name me the success. Where's the success story at? We saw the lady down in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? She's under indictment right now. We saw the craziness of Tiffany Henyard. She's being investigated.
Come on.
You know, Cori Bush, she was in.
Silence.
She's being investigated.
Silence. Don't talk about that. We want to do a righteous perspective here now. Come on now. Don't talk about that kind of stuff.
I'm just saying, where's the success? You see what's going on in LA with Karen Bass. So there are black women in these positions. I don't hear and see a lot of success.
Well, why is this? Because you define success differently than they do. For them, success is they got in the office. They got seat, they got the title, they got the power.
That's
First
right.
black president. So that is success. And there is no success measured based off of results. You hear a lot of the black community in the United States say, well, what have you done for me lately? That's like been the catchphrase for the past 2 decades. And you can sit down and show what Trump may have done for them during his first term. You can show what Obama didn't do for them during his 2 terms in office. Doesn't matter. The win is getting there. Everything else after that is gravy, but we'll never talk about it.
That's a great point.
And the list goes on, man. I just named, 4 or 5 people off the top of my head, but LS, he brought up Fannie Willis, and she's under indictment right now.
I mean, every one of them.
They said Stacey Abrams too.
Stacey Abrams too.
Yeah.
There's another congresswoman, state representative in Georgia that's under indictment. Down in Florida, under indictment. I mean, the list goes on.
Yeah.
So my thing is that you're right. You're right, AT. The success is the fact that they got there.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, Jasmine Crockett, when she was in that position, she never brought one piece of legislation.
No.
She missed a lot of votes. She didn't even vote. She wasn't dead last, but she was in the bottom tier, of representatives to just even show up to vote. Meaning show up and represent your district and do your job.
Yeah.
But you got folks out here complaining that she didn't make it on the statewide level. Come on, man. And the thing is that she probably could have stayed in, well, not now because the way they redistrict things, but she could have potentially just maintained being a nuisance in the representatives, in the House of Representatives. She could have done that, but she thought that she was bigger than what she actually is. Her ego and her pride got the best of her, and she was embarrassed on the state stage and really and truly embarrassed on the national stage. And now she got all her little minions out there complaining, talking about it's a black woman. No, she was an ineffective politician.
Kamala Harris made it to the vice president and did nothing.
Did nothing but word salad and stupidity. And I mean, and it's sad to me. It's sad that these people still think that going to bat for these kind of folks is a wise thing to do, and they think that they're cooking too. They think they're saying something really profound. They think it's something profound. It's because of their race. Please explain to me, what did they do? What did they do? Give me the right. No, it's no. Get mind on that. Just tell me, what did they do, please? Why just broke some stuff down there about what the ones that had the office, what they did. Most of them indicted. Most of them died. Some of them jumped ship and became Republican when they saw what their party was about. So really, this is all we have to do is just bring the receipts,
to these airheads and then let them go into cardiac arrest.
Yeah, I want to hear from you guys in the comment sections. What are your thoughts on any of this? Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on all so you never miss an upload. Consider joining the ARP family or buy your brother a coffee. That link's in the description box below. Join us Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday for ARP in the morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as always, keep God first. Stay prayed up. We'll catch up with you all next time. Peace.
It is God who arms me with strength. Yeah, I'm battle ready. He trains my hands for battle. My heart stays steady. But thanks be to God, He gives us the victory. Through my Lord Jesus Christ, fear can't live in me. I was down to the dirt, red clay on my shoes, old pain in my shirt, oh so bruised. In the Lord hit my chest, kicked air from my breath, put power in my step.